and would sincerely, through his heart, try and develop Indian football from grassroots to the senior level without really looking at the kind of opportunities and a dodgy deal. So we need to bring in somebody sincere who can do that job. Now, even today we are fighting a case, Supreme Court mein case hai, and I am one of the person who is fighting. My only say and other senior lawyers in Supreme Court, we are fighting for players to get voting rights. Player का representative होना चाहिए. And we are fighting it in Supreme Court. We are asking for players voting rights along with state का जो है. And we fought, and the case is still on. I think judgment is going to come soon. Surprisingly, being a player himself, Kalyan is against players getting voting rights. Surprisingly. He doesn't want players voting right, he doesn't want players representing the AGM or Exco, which is shocking for somebody who's been a player, and today he's been there in that position because being a player, and he's against that. Even हम लोग जब फुटबॉल प्लेयर्स एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडिया फुटबॉल प्लेयर्स का वेलफेयर के लिए हम लोग ने स्टार्ट किया था, हमारे साथ नौबी और मेहताब भी है, वो लोग सपोर्ट किया, फर्स्ट मेंबर्स हुए वो लोग. Kalyan was the only guy, and mostly he was one of the guy was colluding with the clubs to make sure that players association kabhi na bane, safalta na hoye. That is the kind of mentality he had, and every player know about it. And I've been saying it from the time I fought election, he is not the right guy. And thank God, I think all these people who supported him and the fans across India today realize he is definitely somebody who is not at all fit for the president. So I hope in future, I think we don't make that mistake. Anybody, whether it's politician, bureaucrat, players, let's bring in somebody who can take football forward sincerely, and that is my request to the government, to all the corporates and everybody. BBFS, Baichung Bhutia Football Academy, but I usually don't go press con on BBFS and don't speak much with the press regarding BBFS. But I think it's important now, the time has come that it has to be told. BBFS Baichung Bhutia Football Schools Academy हम लोग 10-12 साल आगे स्टार्ट किया था. एंड जब मैं स्टार्ट किया था, ये हमने कार्लोस क्वेरेस फुटबॉल एकेडमी पोर्चुगल का, जो कार्लोस क्वेरेस पोर्चुगल नेशनल टीम का कोच था, रियल मैड्रिड का कोच था, मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का कोच था, और मैं पोर्चुगल जाके उनका एकेडमी देखा और उनका एकेडमी के साथ, उनके साथ बात करके, उनका टीम के साथ बात करके I decided that हम लोग एक एकेडमी इंडिया में बनाना चाहता हूँ, ताकि we also have a great youth development like Portugal. आज Portugal is one of the best youth development country in the world. Look at the players they produce year after year. So that is where I thought we'll start something similar to what Carlos Queiroz did it. And I started Baichung Bhutia Football Schools and Academy with two friends who are both IIT and IIM pass out. And one of them, IIT pass out, both of them left multinational company, came and started BBFS. One of them is still a CEO and director and running the academy. Now when we started with Carlos Queiroz, we brought in 2 coaches from Portugal. जब start किया था and bringing 2 coaches and starting an academy, within 1-2 years, we felt that it was a huge cost. और मेरा football academy के लिए not a single rupee was given from any state government, central government, या corporate. It was started on our own hard work, earned money. That is how I started. And when we started with Carlos Queiroz, within 2-3 years we realized that the expenditure जो आ रहा है, ground का, coaches का fee और coaches और जो ground hire करना था, it was going very high. So we decided we have to get into sustainable model, ताकि sustain कर सके, ये long term जा सके. And that is where we started on the after school program, where we have a 70% till today. We've got 70% kids that pays the fees, and the 30% of the kids that comes into BBFS academies are 100% scholarship. Because in order to get 30% of this great talent from across India to succeed, we need to pay coaches, we need to have grounds, we need to take care of just not their football but also education. So that is where we've started this model. And today BVFS main aim is to make sure that we produce players for India that goes on to play for India. But at the same time, our model is also to make and bring a lot of kids to the ground to come and play. So a lot of kids, we are not saying that you have to go and be professional, you have to be and go and play for India. आपको जाके health wise, fitness wise, football के साथ प्यार हो जाए, once you finish your education, you can go and become corporates and invest into football. So one of the model was to bring more kids into it, and most important was to make sure that we produce players for India.